Okay, back now with Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, 1920 Germany campaign. And we have gotten through 1920. First year of the war is done. And I think the best that could be said is we're kind of hanging on here, okay at best. We have managed to avoid a blockade. That's a plus. And we are still at a victory point deficit, relative to the UK, but not nearly as much as we were kind of in the middle of the last year. They did have almost twice as many as we did, and we're slowly catching up. We have an awfully small fleet, and we still have the initial designs, autogen designs, which have proven, which at the beginning looked to be not very good, and that in fact turned out to be the case, which has led to we've taken more damage and sinkings than the British have. So we're just kind of hanging on here until we get our newer ships, 6 incoming heavy cruisers, 6 incoming light cruisers, and so far we've started construction on 2 battleships. I don't think I'm ever going to get rid of these initial battleships and battlecruisers we have, just because of the implication that would have on the overall tonnage. So even when they're the Braunschweig, these are the Braunschweigs. Even when the Brandenburg class battleship comes online, these older capital ships aren't going away. I do intend to outright replace our few garbage cruisers with these newer designs as they come into the fleet. Don't have too many building. Well, we have a lot for all at once, but we're looking at a kind of an in-state force structure, at least in the near to mid-term, of 6 heavies and 6 light cruisers. These are not going to bulk up our numbers. They're just going to kind of improve our small number of cruisers. I do have 4 destroyers and mothballs right now. I'm kind of rethinking that, to be honest. Where are those guys? Okay. 4 destroyers currently in mothballs, so they're not counting toward fleet strength. I just mothballed them, thinking if I do want destroyers in the future, then I can just turn some on real quick. I don't need to wait. I think destroyers typically take 6 or 7 months, maybe 8, to build. But even in mothballs, that's 400,000, 412,000 a month for ships that are literally doing nothing at all. That's a lot to pay per month for a kind of break glass and if in quick need of destroyers. I don't know that I'm going to need destroyers that quickly at any point. If I ever get to some state of budget and fleet composition that I could use a few destroyers, then I assume the situation won't be so dire that I need them right now. So I am going to go ahead and save a little over 400k a month I'm just going to scrap these. If, and it's a pretty big if, I ever decide I do want destroyers in the future, I'll just make a new design. Or I might just build more of that same design, I don't know. Saved a little bit of money there. And I want to save money because I would like to get some more battleships building. The future of this campaign is going to ride on the success of these new Brandenburg class battleships. They take a long time to build. I don't want to wait around. Even before they go into battle, before they're proven, long before then, I need to get more of them building. And I am pretty sure, at very least, they will perform better than our existing battleships. I know that they are fine against the British battlecruiser. We haven't seen a British battleship. I'm not sure that these things have been built to fully counter the British battleship. I could only pack 13-inch guns on them, vice 14s or 15s. With her speed and attributes and stability, I think that will be enough. Hope might be a better word. Regardless, I got to get some building, which means I need to find more money to do it. I've already I've already zeroed out tech. I've gotten rid of my destroyers. I don't want to suspend building these cruisers we have going in because our existing cruisers have to be replaced. So I'm going to do something that I really don't want to do, and I'm going to find some money here in crew training and transport. We've been slowly building our transport capacity. The rate of sinkings has been fairly light. I'm going to dial this down to, we're spending a little over 12 million. I'm going to dial this down to about maybe a 75% replacement rate, or a 75%, build rate. And I'm going to get about $1 million from dropping this to 85% crew training. Like every fiber of my being screams at this. Yeah. I'm actually going to go 80%. Hate doing this. And we're still at a negative. Still. And that's with not very many ships under repair. Limburg is under repair for 3 months. Saxon for 4 months. It's not going away anytime soon. It does turn out that Saxon is actually cheaper under repair than she would be sitting in port operational. So we're not technically losing money here, although we are deprived of an operational battleship. But at least it's really not a budget hit, to be honest. But all of these ships building cost way more under construction than they do for maintenance, even when operational. So particularly, pretty soon these Bremen class cruisers will start entering the fleet and will start costing a lot less per month than they are building. They will cost more than these current light cruisers because they're better. They got more stuff built into them, but it should not be a full 1.5 million. That's kind of the financial strategy going ahead, really through 1921. Well, I talked about wanting to build another battleship. I didn't do it. These are almost $3 million a month to build. 2.9 mil. For now, 1. And where are we building those? In Palau. Right. Meanwhile, we just soldier on and hang on by the skin of our teeth as best we can into January 1921. Okay, and we've been intercepted. Raiding enemy waters. I think this is actually a separate battle. We're raiding enemy waters over in the Baltic. Really? I hope as they refine the campaign, they kind of come up with more common sense battle locations. Right now, they're just kind of random anywhere eligible on the map. So, our battlecruiser has been intercepted by a couple of heavies and a bunch of destroyers. No, what's actually happening is we are attacking a convoy with a stronger than expected defense. That's what's happening here. I'm in fleet preservation mode. If it lets me withdraw, I'm going to. Nope. Mm-hmm. Under normal circumstances, I would just kind of bang up these transports and then try to disengage. But I don't feel like dealing with a big fan of torpedo spreads from 6 destroyers. I'm gonna bail. Sorry. I know it's boring. Can't afford to lose a battlecruiser. That said, I kind of hope they chase us. And we have a running fight. I think I could take out several of their destroyers probably that way. Okay, Star. There you go. Something spotted. Is that a destroyer or a cruiser? Those are light cruisers. Oh my gosh, they lost track of what they were doing, kind of have them turning donuts. Here, straighten up. Run. Star's doing 23 knots, and they're pretty close. Yeah, our current light cruisers and our current battlecruiser have almost identical speeds. Which are fairly slow. At 23 knots for those classes of ships at 1920. So we're not going to outright outrun them. That's not going to happen. Slow enclosure rate, and hopefully our guns can disable them, slow them down enough that they don't get torpedo shots. Heavy cruisers. They've been identified. Okay, that's what I thought. Heavies and destroyers. thought we saw earlier, though, a cruiser in smoke. That's why I thought it was a light cruiser. Maybe it was just going through a smoke. Maybe it was right by a destroyer and I didn't notice. That's where the smoke was coming from. Sure would like to take that DD out. It's kind of close to torpedo launch. Down to 23, Paladin 29. Took a nice pop, but we'll be slowing down. Our battlecruiser does not have torpedoes. Our battleship does. Not many. Oh, okay, there's a spread. Okay, I think those are being fired at Thetis. It's our best chance here. Well, she's going to get hammered if she just keeps following. Detach. Well, tight if we go full left. I think that works. One destroyer down. I don't hate that. Oh, these things are intersecting. I'll be able to get out of this spread, but not that one. Straighten up. No, keep going long enough to... Thetis is going to eat one. Goodness. Maybe not. There's one. Can you avoid the second? No. Two torpedoes. Bad news for Thetis. Well, maneuver that way as best you can. I don't know if Thetis is going to make it. Yeah, none of this is getting dewatered. So those are destroyed compartments. There may be more torps. No. I think we got, I think that was two spreads from two destroyers earlier. So I don't think there's more torps coming than anybody. speed things up a little bit. No, here comes Andromeda. I think Thetis is basically bait at this point. Let's get this destroyer sunk if we can, so that they lose spot on Star and Hamburg. Thetis is left to the wolves as a distraction. No, everything on the destroyer. Because right now she's basically spotting these two ships and giving their heavies visibility. I would have preferred just sunk blocking bar. What was that? It's another destroyer. One of its 4 destroyer class or division. Oh, in battle before Thetis sinks. Okay. Alright. We got enough distance where it allowed us to disengage. Thetis did not sink. Heavy damage, but 427 victory points to Britain's 52. Primarily coming from the sinking and heavy damage to a destroyer. Under these circumstances, I'm super okay with that. Those extra repairs aren't doing wonders for our budget. And, okay, I guess that was... I thought I saw an ambush battle. I guess that was it. What's this battle here? One of our light cruisers against one of their heavies. Their heavy is faster, and of course it has bigger guns. Our light cruiser is better armed than our heavies are, but I don't think it will be enough to overcome the British cruiser's 9-inchers. I don't believe I will be able to just run away. I am going to gamble again on the auto-resolve. Kind of got away with that once. I'm going to try it again. Nope, that didn't work out so hot. Heavy damage to Cologne, and Brits got some VP. Yeah, overall, it's a draw, though. Our naval prestige has crept up a little bit. It's still negative. The Chancellor is not happy with us, but he's not quite as irritated as he was a couple months ago. Unrest is still pretty low. Cologne heavy damage does mean that much more negative balance here. Do we have any ships operational in the Baltic? We actually have several. Those need to get moved back over. It's not like port capacity should be an issue. There's few ships. There's literally no ships in Wilhelmshaven. Okay, everything that we can move. This one's probably repairing. Nope, Karlsruhe. Get back over to the North Sea. Everything operational in Palau. Go to Wilhelmshaven. Right. And that actually is helping this month with budget. As I mentioned earlier, moving shows a cost. I'm not sure it's actually counting. So that may be a bug. If it is, yeah, it needs to be fixed. I don't know if I'm going to cry if they take their sweet time in doing so. Right, on to February. Coast Alarm. Battlecruisers. If we can manage to avoid these destroyer torpedoes, I think this is a good matchup. Our battlecruiser stood up fairly well in battle with their battlecruiser earlier. It's a 1v1. Okay. Victory points for that battlecruiser would really help to do this. I'm going to start by maintaining distance. Actually, I'm going to start kind of running in the opposite direction, not because I'm trying to withdraw, but because, like I've said a few times now, what I want is for those destroyers to chase me, and I want to slow the closure rate. They have one shot in torpedoes. So if I can avoid that, or sink them before they can shoot, get them out of the equation, and then we've got a straight up battlecruiser versus battlecruiser fight. Okay, there's the destroyers there now. I want to get turned around. Next run. Should have turned in the other direction. direction. Okay, that's good. Steady up. Frown move. Let's return. Yeah, kill these guys first. Frown move. Don't pickle off that. I don't see any need for Frown Load to smoke up at the moment. No one's shooting at her. Victoria, you need to... and she's just pickled off. Move down. Okay. Let's. Oh my God. These will straighten up. Okay, there's one torpedo hit, but you're through now. Did not take rudder damage. That's helpful. Victoria is Winchester on torps. They're both Winchester. Oh, there's another spread. Shit. Oh, that slipped right past. Okay. The threat of these destroyers is now cut by about 95%. If not 100. Not too scared of their guns. Okay, let's get turned around now. Frown mode. Just follow Königsberg for now. That'll be fine. Surely that British battlecruiser isn't going to run, is it? Bro. This is a red compartment, which means it is not going to get deflooded. And that engine, that propulsion damage we have for now, isn't going to go away. Because that's a machinery space. Where I assume it is. It's kind of sitting here midships, where machinery spaces would be. Okay, well this guy's not giving up, despite no torpedoes. I think we can at least take the destroyers out, if nothing else. And I don't think we'll take enough damage that we have to worry a whole lot about the battlecruiser. And essentially what they're doing is spotting. The British BC, as he had identified, I don't know which one it is able to fire because of the eyes on these destroyers. To be honest, it's kind of BS. I mean, reporting a contact position is one thing. The fact that she knows where we are and our approximate position, I got no problem with that. But, you know, sufficiently detailed from a voice report over the radio to be able to shoot on that, that's bogus. You know, sharing fire control quality data between ships. No. I mean, that's still kind of a problematic issue even today. Or I say today, you know, like in the late 20th century, maybe, like decades after World War II, that was still embryonic. Like, you know, sketchy capability. Come on, kill these things. Königsberg, second division. They're about the same damage. Let's kill Acorn. Front lobe, fully focus all guns on Acorn. For some reason, devastation decides that front lobe is a bigger target. The bigger threat. Given her torpedoes, that may not be a bad call on her part. I do want to get Frown Lobe. Let's have you operating. First of all, let's get you smoking. Second, getting battle line. Head over this way. See if we can't get a nice torpedo spread going toward the devastation. Keep your guns on this destroyer, but target torpedoes on the BC. Okay, well, Victoria's done. She's no threat, but frankly, I need all the victory points I can get. She's closed. It's low-hanging fruit. She is coming towards. I'm starting to cut. If she would steady up. If I let the CL fire torpedoes now, she's in a turn. Even if it's a good solution, she's not gonna. Wow, what just happened there? Ammo debt. She just blew the hell up from a lucky hit. That simplifies things. Flash fire on Acorn. There you go. This is going to wind up being the first no kidding, clear, no qualifiers victory, naval victory of this war. It feels pretty good. I've run about 20 of these campaigns-ish. I haven't counted exactly, but about 20. I feel like I'm having to work a lot harder in this one than the previous 19 or so. Nice job, Königsberg. No, that was, yeah, Königsberg. We did lose a few more transports than the British. The monthly deficit increases because there's a couple more ships in repair. But we have now surpassed Britain in victory points. And I thought we were going to be done with this month, but apparently there's a convoy encounter as well. Here just off of Dover. A battlecruiser and a light against a battleship. A light and a destroyer defending 8 transports. It will be our first chance to get a look at how the British battleships are built. But that's going to have to wait for another episode.